Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our Tuesday Zoom chat. This is the State Council on Developmental Disabilities, and it is Tuesday, August 4th. And we're excited today to have a more interactive conversation than we've had in the past. This is our 11th Tuesday chat, and I want to tell you a little bit about the State Council, and then we'll go ahead with our training today. So my name is Sonia Bingaman, and I'm the regional manager of one of the offices of the State Council on Developmental Disabilities that serves the greater Sacramento area, and that's the 10 counties around Sacramento. So Sacramento, Yolo, Yuba, Sutter, Colusa, Placer, Nevada, Sierra, Alpine, and El Dorado counties, which happens to correlate perfectly with our regional center, which is Alta California Regional Center in our area, if you know that region. So we also have 11 more offices around the state of California. And I know a few of you are from, at least Renee and Tori are from Palm Springs. And so they have a different state council office. And so anyone from anywhere in the state's welcome to be on our call. So thanks for being here. The State Council is a federally funded agency, which is intended to help people to, first of all, learn about their rights to be in the community and access all the services that everyone else accesses, as well as for us to identify things in the community that are making it hard for people to be a part of their community. And then as a result, we might propose some legislation, we might work with our congresspeople, we might work with the community to make things better within our towns and cities. And so we do a lot of things, including trainings and conferences and publishing information that we can share. And one thing that we did as a result of COVID-19 is to start these Zoom chats, which is just a way for us to access and continue to be in contact with each other. This is our 11th one, and we've had a number of guests who are from all sorts of agencies and organizations and self-advocates and family advocates. And today's going to be a little bit different. We are welcoming Danielle Cannarozzi with Liberty Dental. And normally, pre-COVID times, we were going out and doing a lot of trainings on preventive dental care. We've been very involved for the last few years in really identifying some of the problems with accessing dental care. Anesthesia, dentistry, getting time in the hospitals, finding dentists who were skilled at doing dental care for people with developmental disabilities. And one thing that we decided was that we could just start doing some trainings and going out to some of our programs and really helping people to learn how to properly brush their teeth and floss their teeth and think about snacks and drinks that they use that are healthy or maybe not so healthy for the health of our teeth. If anybody's ever had a toothache, you know how debilitating, how horrible that can be. And if you had to wait 6 months to get a dentist appointment, that would just be so terrible. So we want to make sure that everybody is doing everything they can. And now that we're kind of stuck at home, what a great time to be flossing. So, you know, we thought actually it's a perfect topic to have right now because we can sit there if we're watching TV or doing something at home and we can be brushing maybe an extra time or flossing an extra time. So that is why we scheduled today's training, and thank you all for being here. So I'm going to turn it over to Danielle, and then toward the end, right before 11 o'clock, I'm going to launch a poll and ask you to fill out a poll, and just it's a question about what you thought about the training today. So we'll do that toward the end, and we'll end promptly at 11. So thank you all for joining us. Danielle.
Yay. Awesome. Hi, everyone. I am so sad that we cannot be in person together, but I am so happy for the technology that we have now that we get to actually do this. And Sonia, I really like how you think if everyone wants to brush their teeth more and during their time at home, I love it. That's a great idea. And it actually makes me think too, because, you know, oral health is self-care. And so there's a lot that, you know, I know that all of you are doing to make sure that you're taking the best care of yourselves because you are important. And so this is a really good way to start. So I like the way that you think. That's awesome. So I normally have, when I get to go out, I have a little slideshow and everything, but I would rather be able to see all your faces. So I'm not going to do a slideshow today. But this is something I want to know. I want us to be able to talk. So let's, feel free to, let me know what you're thinking and while I'm talking. So there's always good questions about that. So as far as oral health goes, a lot of times people, when you say that, people kind of think, what is it, right? Like, what is oral health? So the things that I would like to talk about today is what it is, why it's important, right? Why there's so many things that I think people are talking about nowadays about being important. So what's one more thing? Why is this important? How do we take care of it? That's how do we take care of our oral health? And then my favorite, and Sonia, I know we've talked about this too, is how do we make it fun? There's so many things that we have to do and responsibilities that we have to do every day. How do we at least make this fun, right? So do you guys like having fun? Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, I see some heads nodding. Okay.
I know one way to get it to be fun when you're brushing your teeth. You can just start moving around with your teeth, brushing your teeth.
Oh, Nat, I love it. So I think I think Natalie needs to work in a dental office. I'm just gonna say that right now. She is so good at all of this. So that's I'm so happy to see you on there. This is perfect. So okay, so what is oral health? Does anybody what do we mean when we say oral health? What do you think? Jonathan, what do you think? You think you're
A minute, I'll unmute the phone. Okay.
Oh, I think there you go. Yeah. That. I saw what you were saying. I could read your lips.
Okay. You're funny.
Yeah. So what is it? It's our mouth, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of it, but there's so many things in your mouth, right? There's your teeth and your gums and your tongue. So that's what we mean when we say oral health. Yeah. And we have to think about, why are those things important, right? Well, teeth help us to do something like what I'm doing right now, right? Talking. Try to say the word teeth.
Teeth.
Try saying that word right now. Teeth.
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 You have to push your tongue on the back of your teeth in order just to say the word teeth. So it's nice to be able to have our teeth to help us talk, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few things. And then something that I can see right now, everyone using their teeth by showing your emotions. You're smiling, right? There we go. Oh, Tori, I love that. That's perfect. So everyone always thinks we show our emotions when we smile, right? What's another emotion that we can show when we use our teeth? How about
sad?
Sad. Yeah, you don't show your teeth when you're sad, right? Or
no.
So I have a daughter, and she's 8 years old, and she likes to show me when she's mad. So we have to have our teeth in order to show our emotions, especially on these Zoom calls, right? We have to be able to show people how we're feeling. And then last and definitely not least, though, what we always think about is they help us to eat. So we need to be able to chew our food. If our teeth aren't healthy and our teeth are hurting, we can't chew our healthy, crunchy foods and all kinds of. What are some of your favorite foods that you're eating right now, staying at home?
Peanut butter.
Ooh, there you go. Oh, you have to chew that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, huh?
Popcorn.
Banana.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
Talking.
Tori, do you have a favorite food that you're eating right now at home while you're staying at home?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's veggies and fruits together.
That's perfect.
I am scared of dental tears. I would have to sit in the side or something, cover that.
Oh,
That's a huge problem, getting her into a dental chair.
yeah. Yeah, I understand that. And I hope you know too, you're not the only one. Like there's a lot of people who feel the same way. So I hope you know that. But you're doing yourself and your teeth a big favor by eating fruits and vegetables. And so that's why we have to take care of our teeth, right? And make sure that you can chew those up and make sure they're strong.
But you could always make your story buffets of healthy. That's another way right there.
Oh, I
She
like
likes
that.
buffets. So normally she likes junk foods, which she doesn't really get. But she takes pictures of them because she doesn't get them.
There you go. That is a fantastic way to handle that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna use that. You just made me think of something. I like that a lot. Thank you, Tori. Very cool. So how about, what is something, I know that we have to take care of our teeth. How do we do that? Does anyone know? I know Natalie. Yep. Brush and floss. So we brush our teeth, right? How many times? And I'm going to give you guys a little secret. We're going to hear the number 2 a lot, okay? So we brush our teeth 2 times a day. Natalie already knows. 2 times a day. That's how we take care of them. That sounds pretty simple, right? Does that sound pretty easy? Yeah. So I get asked a lot if we have to brush our teeth. What do you think? Do we have to brush our teeth?
Yes.
Yes. I love this. You already know the answer. We do. So here's another question though. Why? Why do we have to brush our teeth?
So it can
No?
be hydrated.
So we're keeping them healthy, but what is brushing them keeping them healthy from? Have you guys heard of cavities? Germs.
Cavities, germs.
Cavities and germs. So we have to brush our teeth in order to make sure that our teeth don't get cavities all over them. So I'm going to show you, this is one thing I am going to show you because this is one of my favorite ookie gookie pictures. So are you ready for it?
Yeah.
So this guy,
Ew. Bacteria.
all of our mouths, it's kind of a funny picture of bacteria, but all of our mouths have bacteria in them. That's just how our mouths are. That's how our mouths were made. So all of our mouths have bacteria in them. And then when we eat our food, this is a picture of, this one has a little more junk foods than we probably should have, just saying. This one has a picture of soda and cake and all that stuff that we can have as special treats maybe. But when you
have it.
You what?
Once in a while is okay, but not all.
Absolutely. See, now you know the golden rule. Exactly. Every once in a while. So when we eat our food and our food mixes with the bacteria that's in our mouths, it equals this thing called acid. I'll show you right there. So we have this acid that naturally occurs, that happens in our mouth when we eat our food every day. So when we have healthy teeth and that acid sits on our teeth, that's how it creates a cavity. I'm going to show you one last little picture here. So that is how you equal a cavity. And cavities can look very obvious, like a really big, like dark hole on your tooth. And I'm going to show you my my giant mouth here. When I was a kid, I got told that I had a big mouth, but this is a big mouth.
Yeah.
You could have brought that one to you when you were doing our program. Could have brought that.
I know. I just got it. So this one, cavities can form. They mostly like to form in your molars, way in the back. That's kind of the hardest parts of our mouths to get the toothbrush into. So that's where cavities can normally form, but they can actually grow in between your teeth on the front too. They can grow anywhere where we don't brush. How many times a day?
Twice.
Twice. Oh, Jonathan, I love it. You're getting it like Natalie, huh? You guys are.
I say 3.
I love that. I love you for that. You know what? With everyone staying home right now, that's like what Sonia was saying, right? You can brush a bit more if you want.
If you really want to
Makes
keep
total
your
sense.
teeth sparkly,
Yeah, that's exactly it. So then, Natalie, what are we trying to do when we're brushing our teeth? We're trying to prevent cavities, right?
cavities, more bacteria in the mouth.
Exactly.
Keep your gums pink, not a different color. You
Yeah.
don't want as you brush your teeth more often and you keep brushing them, you won't get very much cavities in between. But the hard part is getting trying to floss in the back of your tooth.
Yeah.
That's the
And
hard.
we'll talk about that too, because that's a really good point. But Natalie could probably, you know, that's why I'm telling you, you're going to work in a dental office. This because cavities,
That
the
would be
best
nice.
part, cavities are 100% preventable. So the goal is to do such a great job brushing your teeth 2 times a day. And also, oh, you know what? I can't believe I haven't said it already. You brush your teeth 2 times a day. For how many minutes do you think you brush them for each time?
Let's see if Amanda can answer. There you go.
Amanda, hi.
1 minute? No, 2 minutes?
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. So 2 minutes, 2 times a day. And that's how we can work really hard on making sure that we prevent cavities. So, and I'll tell you what we were kind of talking about, self-care, like in the beginning, right? We want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, and you are important. And the whole reason that, you know, I talk to people about oral health is that cavities could really hurt, and they can make your teeth hurt. And I think, Sonia, you said it too. If you've ever had a toothache, there's nothing like that, right? You just can't put a Band-Aid on that and, you know, and make it feel better. So if we can do something for ourselves to make sure we're taking care of ourselves, that and our teeth aren't in pain, that's a good thing to do, don't you think? Yeah. So, oh, okay. So this is where, Jonathan, you think I was silly before. This is really silly. I like to say, because cavities are 100% preventable, that means that we can save our teeth. So if we're saving something, that makes us superheroes. Does anybody like superheroes? Natalie. So this kind of makes you a superhero for your mouth. So I like to call myself, I like to be Captain Supertooth. This is what, when I go into when I go into the classrooms with the little kids, I say da 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 da. And I like wearing a cape because I'm saving my teeth.
You can pretend you have a cape, but then no one else can see.
Ooh, I like that. That's perfect. So you are an oral health superhero. I'll show you one more picture. Here we all are as superheroes, oral health superheroes. Da, 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 da. See, Natalie has the stance down. She knows that superhero. There's all these movies out with, you know, what is it, Captain America and Spider-Man, and I think they need to make a Captain Supertooth movie. That's what I think.
They have Captain Marvel.
That's true. She's pretty cool. But if she would teach people to brush their teeth, I think she'd be cooler. Yeah? I would watch that.
Oh yeah, you should.
Okay, so we brush our teeth 2 times a day for 2 minutes each time. When do you think is the first time that you brush your teeth?
Morning.
the day?
Morning after your breakfast.
Look at Natalie. I'm telling you, that's awesome. You stick with her. She knows all of this. That's exactly right. Yeah, so you brush your teeth for 2 minutes after you eat your breakfast. And I'll tell you why. Because when we eat our breakfast in the morning and then we go around about our day, what sits on our teeth all day long? All of your breakfast that you ate. So what's your favorite breakfast? Tori, do you have a favorite breakfast food?
It's junky stuff, but also if you want to, you can make when you make up a dental kids, you can try that for the pasteurized for the house hunks.
Oh, I like that.
You like the breakfast, you like the pancakes with what? Peanut butter and stuff. I like
No, I didn't say that.
How about anybody else? What's your favorite food? Your favorite breakfast food?
I like yogurt and granola and honey and fruit.
Oh, I like that. That's awesome. And that's really, really, really good. And actually, it's a good example because granola, when you crunch it up, it kind of gets stuck in your molars, right? So when you go throughout the rest of the day and that granola sits in your teeth all day, what did we talk about? When food and the bacteria sits on your teeth, that's when we get acid. And if that sits on our teeth all day, that's when we could start to develop a cavity. So the best idea is to brush your teeth after you eat breakfast in the morning so that that food from breakfast doesn't sit on your teeth all day long. So
we all know we brush our teeth 2 minutes, but I go a little longer because you get that granola in your teeth.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to check because just because you're brushing for 2 minutes, sometimes we get a little lazy, right? We might not be doing a great job.
I have a question, Danielle. How do we know how long 2 minutes is?
Oh, that's a perfect. So everybody has, you can find a timer just about anywhere on the kitchen stove or on the microwave, or, and I'm trying to pull it up here, but even on your phone, if you set a timer on your phone for, can you see that? Maybe not. For 2 minutes, and you hit start, and you can just brush for those 2 minutes. And yeah, Renee?
So what about the idea, like they're telling us with COVID about singing a song to wash our hands? Is there songs we can sing?
Oh yes, that's perfect.
Song.
Yep. So we were talking about making it fun. That is a perfect way to make it fun. Is you can turn on your favorite song on your phone or whatever it is, and a song is usually about 3 minutes. So if you're brushing to your favorite song, you're definitely brushing for at least 2 minutes, and you're having fun because usually your favorite song makes you want to dance, right? So you're brushing and dancing. That's a good way to make it fun. So we want to make sure too, I'll show you right now. When you're brushing, we're not just gonna do it really fast.
You want to
say that again, Nat?
You want to take your time.
Yeah. Even if your favorite song is a fast song and you're brushing and you're having fun, you want to make sure you're doing a good job, right? So we want to make sure we do get all of this all around here. And you do have to go a little fast just to make sure that you're applying enough pressure, right? So we'll go all the way around. Turn on your favorite song. You go all around the front too. Oh, Steve's got it. So then, but we don't just brush this outside part, right? If we're gonna get that granola that Natalie eats and that's stuck in her molars, what do we have to do?
Underneath top your teeth.
You have to say and get everything on your molars. You want to make sure. I like to kind of take sort of the tip of my toothbrush and make sure that I kind of scrape it out, like before I go in and really, really scrub it. But you do have to make sure you really get in there, yeah. And make sure you're getting the outsides and the insides. I don't know if can you see that okay? Yeah. And so you take your time, and actually, Renee, it's a great idea. I know a lot of times when we're washing our hands, we're singing a song. We can't really sing very well when we're brushing our teeth, but we definitely
no one's
can.
around, so you can just sing however you want to sing.
Yeah, that's true. You can, if you want to sing while you're brushing your teeth, do it. Absolutely. You'll probably want to clean up the toothpaste that's all over the mirror afterwards, all right? Well, that's what I get to do because I'm the mom that ends up cleaning it up.
Danielle, I have another question. You're using the regular toothbrush. Tori uses an electric one.
Yeah.
And she tends to push too hard, and I understand you're not supposed to with an electric one. Is that true?
Well,
Like
yeah, we want to be sure no matter what toothbrush, you use, you can press too hard with any toothbrush. And the reason they say you don't want to press too hard is just because your gums are actually a really sensitive muscle. So you just want to be sure that you're not irritating your gums. So if you can, try to be just a little bit lighter, but it sounds like it's good that she is getting up along the gum line, because that's actually something a lot of people forget is they brush all of the white part and they forget that your gums have an important job, right? They have to keep your teeth in your mouth. So we have to keep them healthy. So Tori, you're doing a good job making sure you're brushing your gums. You just have to be a little more gentle with them because they're sensitive.
They bleed if you do too rough.
Yeah, we definitely. So we want to make sure if you press too hard, you probably could. They could hurt a little bit if you did that too often. So yeah, we just have to be. We have to be gentle with them, gentle with our mouths, just like we're gentle with ourselves, right? Yeah, but you're definitely doing good, making sure that we want to get up along the gum line here, because making sure that we get up along the gums that's kind of like the workout for our gums. That's how they get their workout in their muscles, so they have to keep our teeth in our mouth. Yeah. Does that sound pretty good? Yep. Jonathan, that good? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that face going, I don't know about that. Okay, so if we brush our teeth for 2 minutes in the morning after we eat breakfast, what is the second time that you think you brush your teeth? Because I don't know about you guys, and especially staying home during COVID right now, I like to eat a snack probably about an hour or two after I eat breakfast. And then I like eating lunch, and then I have a snack again around 2 or 3, and then I have dinner. And then if I've eaten pretty healthy during the day, I'll give myself like a treat after dinner. So that's a lot of food.
Yeah, but you really
like
every time you eat something, you really want to brush it, because after you eat, you don't want to let those foods sit in your teeth too long.
True. Which, when we're at home right now, it's a great idea because you like brushing 3 times a day, which is awesome. So if you're extra cool like Natalie, you can definitely do that. So, but definitely want to make sure right before what? What do you think?
Right before you go to bed.
Yay! That's exactly right. Right before you go to bed, because we want to make sure we're going to brush off all of the snacks, especially me, all of those snacks that I've eaten all day long. Yeah, we definitely want to make sure we brush all of that off and we go. So otherwise, think about if we didn't, especially me, if I didn't brush my teeth right before I went to bed and all of that food sat on my teeth all night long. Natalie's saying, ooh, I would definitely have some stinky breath the next morning.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely would probably be growing a cavity somewhere in there. Yeah. So that would not be good. You guys, I love that. You know exactly what to do. So we talked a little bit about, we talked about brushing your teeth and how, but what do you need? What do you need in order to brush your teeth?
Toothpaste, toothbrush,
toothpaste, water.
Perfect. Man. Yeah. Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, Natalie really likes mouthwash too. So if you wanted to do mouthwash afterwards, that's a great idea. But you definitely need a toothbrush. And there is, I know when we were kids, we were all taught, oh, you have to share your stuff. This is one thing. Sonia, you do not have to share your toothbrush.
No.
Yeah, your toothbrush.
We're learning a lot, obviously, about germs during COVID, right? So this is direct contact. This is not a used toothbrush, just so you know, as I'm touching it. But this goes in your mouth, and that is where all of that bacteria lives, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you're not sharing your toothbrush. And if you are sick at any point in time, after you're sick, throw away that toothbrush and use a new one, because you're just putting your sick germs back into your mouth after you do that. And you should actually use a new toothbrush every 3 months. All right, at least every 3 months, because then you have all 3 months worth of germs on your toothbrush. And I have to tell you, Tori, I'm kind of like you too. And I push a little hard, probably harder than I should when I brush my teeth too. And when you do that, your toothbrush gets worn out a little bit faster. So we want to make sure that we're switching. And if you have an electric toothbrush, you want to switch the head at least every 3 months.
Do you think it should be 2? Danielle, isn't the answer 2?
Oh, it can be 2. You know what? That's healthier, actually. So yeah.
Whenever if you don't, what you want to do is make sure you buy at least a couple extra toothbrushes and a couple extra heads.
Well, and when I get to see you all again, I usually bring out toothbrushes. So, and I know the regional center has, they had days when they're passing things out. So if I get toothbrushes to them to get to you guys, I would love to do that. Oh, Steve, I see a cute dog down there.
Aww. Do you brush his
So,
teeth?
Do you brush your dog's teeth, Steve? Because you should.
yeah, probably should.
But not with your toothbrush.
No.
That's my daughter's police dog, Cappy.
Oh.
He works with people who has seizures.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely needs a good teeth cleaning. He deserves it.
All right.
Oh, that is so sweet. So
Thanks,
actually,
guys. I gotta go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Steve. So Jonathan, you made a good point that you have to use toothpaste, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's something in our toothpaste that I want you guys to make sure is in your toothpaste that you use, called fluoride. And we are oral health superheroes, right? So every good superhero needs a sidekick. And fluoride in our toothpaste is kind of like our sidekick, because it's like a superhero vitamin. So it helps our teeth stay really strong. And when it's in our toothpaste, it helps us stay really strong from the outside. And water that we drink, like tap water that we drink, naturally has fluoride in it. So that's helping our teeth and all of our bones stay strong from the inside of our bodies. Pretty neat, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So it's like our own superhero sidekick right there. I think that's I told you I'm a little dorky. I love this stuff.
Nothing wrong being a dork. Hey, I'm a dork as well.
Yeah, so am I. I'm crazy.
I love it. I'm in good company.
You make good friends. Hello.
Exactly. So actually, talking about water, there's something that a lot of people do that I would like to teach people to change this habit. So after people brush their teeth with their fluoride toothpaste, what a lot of people do is they spit a little bit of the toothpaste out, but then they get a cup of water.
I don't.
And they go like this, and then they swish all of the water around in their mouth, and they rinse all of the toothpaste off of their teeth, and they spit it into the sink. So I'll tell you why that's not good. Because when you rinse all of the fluoride toothpaste off of your teeth, it's not sitting on your teeth to help your teeth stay nice and strong. So if you can, try to get in the habit of not swishing with water afterwards, but brushing your teeth and just spitting out as much of the toothpaste as you possibly can. So we have some strong mouths. We have a strong mouth to be able to spit quite a bit. We're strong spitters.
Oh yeah.
So you just want to make sure that you spit out as much toothpaste as you can. So spit, but don't swish. Does that make sense? That way that toothpaste is on your teeth and not in the sink. Because the sink is already strong, right? We don't need to make the sink any stronger. Jonathan, I'm sure happy you laugh at my jokes.
Hey, you got this humor going on.
That makes me happy. And then one other thing that we need to do, because our toothbrush gets all of this part, right? But it doesn't get in between our teeth. It's not big enough to get through there. So we want to make sure that we floss. So,
Yeah.
And how many of you have a hard time using that long string when you're flossing? It gets wrapped up and tangled everywhere, and so it's definitely a hard thing to do. So I'll show you, I'm going to show you, see if I can show you this picture. What you want to try to do is wrap it maybe 2 or 3 times around your finger and pinch, and then wrap it around the other finger and pinch, so that it's nice and like a thin straight line. So here's what it looks like. So you wrap it around and pinch. So it's a lot easier when you use just that little bit to wiggle between your teeth. So that can be a lot easier. And you also want to make sure, did you know, if you look at this, my big giant mouth, it kind of goes up on both sides. So you want to make sure that you get your floss up on this side and up on the other side, kind of like the shape of a Y, okay? Let's see, I think I can show you. Right there. So you go up on both sides of your gums. That way you're making sure that you get both sides of each of those teeth that are touching. That's when this gets a little technical, huh? So you just want to make sure you're being gentle again and getting up there and wiggling. And there's actually some really cool things called flossers. These ones are for kids, but they have them at like the 99-cent store. You can get a pack of, like, I'm very frugal, so you can get a pack of like 300 of them for $1. So it's pretty cool. And this is what it looks like. So it's just in between here. You can't really see it on my paper, but in between there's that little string. So it basically makes it so you don't have to use that big crazy string floss. So you just wiggle it down and make sure you're wiggling it on both sides of those gums. Yeah. You have a question, Jonathan?
No, not a question, but I use a thing called Reach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, is that the mouthwash?
No. It has a long handle, and it has that same little faucet on the end that's replaceable, and that makes it a lot easier for me to get way back.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That's awesome. Yeah. And you have one too? Man, you're teaching me things.
Because I use all kinds of flossers and I cannot get it with my hands. I could not do it. And then I get this Reach, and I actually can floss now.
Oh, so does it look like, I think I know what you're talking about. Does it look like the handle of a toothbrush?
Here, I'll go get it. Hold on a minute.
Okay. Oh, this is the great part about being at home too, huh? We can go get our stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, that's perfect.
While he's getting that, how do you feel about the flossing brush picks? You know, it's got the brush on it, and you just go in and out.
Right here.
Oh yeah. So those, I mean, whatever you want to use is, if you're using it and you're brushing your teeth, that's perfect. Oh, okay. That's awesome. So it kind of looks like a toothbrush handle, and it has just a little flosser on the end of it.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah, and you can replace the head.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for showing me that. That is very
You're
cool.
Where did you buy those, Jonathan?
What?
Where did you find it?
You can buy them at Walmart.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. Yeah, I really like that. Anything that, and actually, you know, Renee, to your question too, anything that's going to be easier for you. I think the ones that you're talking about, they have like a little like pre-pasted little toothpaste polka dot in it. Does that sound right? No?
No, I'm talking about they're like little picks. They're flossing brushes. Little.
Oh,
They're like the little to-go toothbrush where the little
But-
toothpaste comes out and you direction where you to go.
does it almost look like a little Christmas tree? Like a little
Yes.
tiny, yes. Yeah.
Only because Tori has wires, so do I, behind her teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
braces.
about to say that's what you usually get when you have braces. Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can't get in with floss, so we have to do picks and brushes.
Did the orthodontist or anybody ever give you oh, I'm gonna look this up, but they basically are called threaders, floss threaders. And that way you can get in between and get in there too. Yeah, I know it's
to work with, try to pull them through from the
yeah. Well, yeah, it's not fun.
It's hard.
Yeah. But if you can use those the little, I call them Christmas tree toothbrushes, those are great. If you are using anything on your teeth, you're doing great. Because something is better than nothing. Because there definitely are a lot of people that don't brush their teeth.
It's like one of these.
Oh, I've seen people use those too. Those are cool for if you're out and about and you want to brush your teeth. Those are really neat. I like those. There's all kinds of things now that, you know, make it so that it's easier for people. And like, Natalie, is that what you use if you're out of the house and you're brushing your teeth like after lunch? Very nice. I like that. That's fantastic. Yeah, if you're brushing your teeth and 2 times a day and you're, you know, using toothpaste, you're an oral health superhero for sure. But you're doing a great job, because something is better than nothing. We do want to make sure we're doing something that makes our teeth healthy. So yeah, if you want to use whatever kind of toothbrush you want to use, that's why people ask me a lot, you know, what kind of toothbrush is the best kind of toothbrush? The best kind of toothbrush is the kind of toothbrush that you're going to use. Whatever you want to use. Yeah.
I use both. I use electric and the manual.
That's awesome. You must have a very clean mouth. I like that. That is fantastic. So yeah, so actually the last thing that I usually talk about, but I think we've already talked a little bit about, is making it fun, right? Is turning on your favorite song. And I remember, and I can't remember her name, but I remember her beautiful face, and she's like, I like Britney Spears. And so she said she was going to turn on her favorite Britney Spears song, and that always makes me laugh because I love Britney Spears too.
Sounds like from one of our clients from our program.
Yes, absolutely. I cannot, her name is escaping me right now, but yeah, she was definitely like to dance.
Are you talking about Tara Betty?
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah. There you go.
She's a little cheerful, who likes to get up and dance and groove and all the time. Really awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was, so you just have to make sure and she made me laugh because she was saying she liked to dance like this. I said, but remember, when you're dancing like this, you still have to brush your teeth. So at least with one hand up, you can keep the other hand brushed.
You just like, don't care.
Yeah. That is exactly right. Well, what are questions that you guys have? Is there anything that I talked about let's see how your memories are today. How many times do you brush your teeth every day?
5.
2. For how many minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So then, actually, I missed something, guys. How many times do you go to the dentist every year for a checkup and cleaning? It's
Right.
the same number. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, exactly right. So you go two times a year, usually about every 6 months if you can, and that will help it so that they can check your teeth. Say that again, Nat.
I said that's why I was putting up the 6. It's like, wait, yeah, because they check every 2 months.
Every 6 months, two times in a year. So that way you can go and make sure that you don't have the start of any cavities. And I want you, I know that, you know, I want you to be able to ask questions, and you have what Sonia mentioned about, you have your rights. You have the right to find a dentist that works for you and makes you feel comfortable. So I want you guys to make sure that when you do go to the dentist, sometimes we feel nervous. Sometimes we get, you know, butterflies in our stomach or whatnot. That's okay. That's when you're only there, you know, 2 times a year. That's pretty natural feeling to have, right? So I want you to tell the people, the girls up front that when you walk in, when you're allowed to go to the dentist again, but when you walk in, you know, let them know, say, you know, I'm a little nervous about today. They will let the dental assistant know, hey, you know, they're a little nervous. They'll help you maybe talk through a few more things that they're doing. They'll tell you about, you know, how they're going to clean your teeth. Sometimes they'll even have a mirror, and you can hold up a mirror, because I like to say that I'm a little nosy, so I like to know what's going on. And so they'll let you hold up a mirror and see what they're doing in your mouth. And for me, when I know what's going on, it makes me feel a little bit calmer. It helps me to kind of take a deep breath and know what's going on. But you have every right to ask questions and let them know that you're nervous, or let them know that maybe you don't understand why they're doing this. And their job as a dentist and as a dental assistant is to teach you and to talk to you about those things. And then if you have an experience that you don't really like at the dentist office, you're allowed to find another dentist. A lot of people, unfortunately, they maybe have a bad experience at the dentist office and they just stop going. And I don't want you to do that, because you are important and your teeth are important. So you can, and I know, you know, Sonia's been really good about this too, with helping people find a new dental office. If you're in Sacramento, I'm happy to help you find another dental office. Yeah, we really want you to make sure that you're speaking up for yourself, because you have some strong voices, and they need to know how you're feeling. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep, good. I'm happy to hear that. How about, does anybody have a dentist appointment that was canceled during COVID? Were you supposed to go? Yeah.
Can you help us find one that works with our insurance?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. That's my job.
Amanda,
That's
you're
what she's here for.
or Roseville. Amanda, are you in Sacramento? I think you are.
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah. Awesome.
Can you email me later, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll make sure to connect you with Danielle. Also, anybody who's on the call, you can also call your service coordinator at the regional center if you have one, and let them know you need help. But if you're in the Sacramento area, Danielle is great about helping to find out what plan you're on and helping connect you to a dentist office that's going to.
We have some really awesome dental offices, and they are, you know, they want to help. That's why they became dentists, really. You know, they want to help people. So this is what I love to do. I definitely want to make sure that you find one that fits for you and can take care of you.
Jasmine. Hey.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Hi, Jasmine.
We have
No barky.
if I could just ask you that. Yours, Amanda? Okay, she went on mute.
I can hear you a little bit, Sonia.
Yeah.
So we just have a couple minutes left. I'm going to launch a poll. Do you think you guys can fill out a poll that shows up on the screen? Okay, we're going to try this, okay? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to try this. And it says, Okay. You should be able to see it now. It says, did you learn something about dental health and healthy eating and drinking? Ooh, we didn't talk too much about that yet. And we will in a minute, right? We have a couple minutes left.
Oh yeah,
And then the
definitely.
second question is, are you satisfied with this activity? So if you can answer those as quickly as you can, then we'll show the results, and then we'll have a few more minutes to talk about eating and drinking. All right, 4 of you have answered the question. We'll see if anybody else can. Let me see it. Kathy, Kathy, you can answer the poll now, I think.
Okay, thanks.
Danielle, you can even answer the poll.
Oh, okay, I closed mine. I said I didn't want to sway the vote here. No.
I think we're good, so I'm gonna just a second, hang on. Hold on one second, we'll be back here. Using technology, okay. Okay, I'm taking that away. All right, we're back. So we've got 5 minutes. Can we talk about eating and drinking and what are some good decisions? Yeah.
So we want to, and especially it's kind of hard too, I think, right? When we're all home and it's easy to kind of eat maybe the less healthier foods, but we definitely want to try to eat our vegetables, especially some nice crunchy vegetables and some nice crunchy fruits as well. A lot of apples. Apples are fantastic. And crunchy things are really good because this is what animals actually do in the wild. When they crunch up things, it helps kind of scrape stuff off of your teeth naturally. So not only are you doing something beneficial for your body, you're doing something beneficial for your teeth as well. So what is also, there's not just the healthy eating, but also healthy drinks, because healthy, even things like apples and carrots. Oh, look, Natalie already knows. And Jonathan, I think I saw you had a drink too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have water in there?
Yep. Water.
Yep. So one of the reasons why our foods have a lot of sugars in them, even healthy foods like carrots and apples. But one of the best things that we can have for our bodies is water. And why do you think, Natalie, why is water so good?
It helps you hydrate more.
And how much sugar is in water?
I don't know.
0.
0. Yeah. So even when you drink that, even if water sits on your teeth all day, it's okay because there's no sugars in there. So we really want to make sure.
You want to have at least 8 ounces of water every day.
There's at least 8 ounces every couple hours, hopefully. Yeah. You want to try to, make sure you're getting that.
Yeah, I should drink 5 bottles of water a day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think it's 8 ounces, 8 ounces of 8-ounce glasses. Is that right? Is that, it's a lot of 8s in there. I usually stick with 2s. But you definitely want to make sure that those healthy foods, those healthy vegetables, they're going to help make your teeth, because your teeth are just like bones, right? So there's actually going to help strengthen and make your bones nice and strong. And also something else that some people can have and some people can't. But another thing is it does have sugar in it, so you want to make sure you brush your teeth. But it's milk. So milk actually really helps strengthen your bones as well too. So we want to make sure that we're making healthy choices and then brushing our teeth 2 times a day, because even those healthy choices can stay on your teeth and cause cavities. So we just want to make sure that making those healthy choices there. What's your favorite thing, your favorite healthy meal? Do you like a good salad, Natalie? Yeah. Those are something, I can't really get my 8-year-old to eat those, but it's definitely something that and over time, I hope she can, because it's a great thing.
You can decorate the way you want to decorate it. You want whatever
I like that.
in it.
I like decorate too. That's a good word. I like that.
I like my veggies with my salad, so.
Very nice. That
I
is
love salad.
fantastic.
I'm not.
I wanted to reach out to Christine and James. Thank you for being here also. We didn't hear from you, but you're welcome to ask any questions if you want, but also just thanks for being here. I see you paying attention and listening. How you doing, James? You good? Can you give us a thumbs up? All right, good job. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Christine's in the dark now, but I saw she was paying really careful attention and maybe somebody was helping her out with the camera. So thank you for that. So we are up on time here, but thank you so much. We learned so much today about how often to brush your teeth, how long to brush your teeth. So 2 times a day for 2 minutes. And how many times are we going to see the dentist a year?
2.
2
Good
times. And if we need help to find a dentist, who can you ask for help from?
Alta.
You can ask Alta, send an email to me, and I'll connect you with Danielle. You can ask your care provider. You can ask a family member or a friend to help you. But seeing a dentist twice a year to make sure you get really, really well cleaned up there. What else did we learn about making choices about drinks, like drinking our water that we can have with us? That's free, right? Comes from the tap and it has fluoride in it usually. And having some good healthy fruits and vegetables. Is that good for our teeth and also for the rest of our body, Kathy?
Yes, it is.
Yep. So these things that are good for our teeth are good for our whole bodies. So thank you, Danielle, for joining us and making this.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. It's so good to see all your faces. And I hope I get to see you in person very, very soon. So stay healthy.
Great. Thank you all. You have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, Jonathan.